can go. Pollen for the health food store and honey as food.
We're seeing where fishermen can now, if they do fish, a significant amount of who is out here, when they do fish, is to feed themselves and maybe to provide fish for the community, but not so much that they need to go out there and run down every little baby fish in order to survive, because employment, you know, is there in terms of them taking out persons to look at the fish that they would catch.
What we'd really love to do is make this beach, this fishing village, a example of what fishing beaches can do and of what ecotourism can do.
In addition to the tours themselves, we're hoping that there will be bed and breakfast programs that the persons from the community can benefit from, that they will be selling craft items, that they would be producing food and other things that the persons would be interested in benefiting from. So it would not just be the tours, but the supporting activities that will come in due course.
I see this going as far as back to my grandchildren.
The technology is not too advanced. It's really simple technology that addresses some important needs, especially in the face of climate change.
We have a lot of fishermen which is can't really afford fishing it, and some of them really fishing. We wanted to get some of them out of the ocean to come here and work with us so we can ease the pressure of the ocean so it can get to replenish. And we wanted to protect this area for our fish nursery.
10 years from now, we expect the sea mass to be generating some serious income for the folks in Little Bay. We also want to partner with SRC, the Scientific Research Council, to see what other product can be developed from the sea mass in addition to what we now know. And it's really technical to grow, you know, and the funding from NEPA and the UN people, it's really welcoming.
All the communities that participated in the alternative livelihood components of the project really have to be commended. They all had ideas for themselves. They all had some sort of a concept as to what they wanted to do, to take the pressure off the coastal ecosystems, what other livelihoods they wanted to enter into. So, in truth and in fact, the seed is already planted within the communities. Through the EU project, we were able to plant and water that seed, and it's beginning to grow. And there's so much opportunity for future development within these communities and throughout Jamaica.
Well, I really want to thank NEPA for believing in Bluefields. Also want to thank the team and also persons who are in the tourism sector, the Ministry of Tourism, everybody who have really come on board, European Union, you know, to really support the vision. I think, you know, all of us are going to continue to work together to make this area one area which is better prepared and definitely dealing with climate change.
There is still a lot of structural development that needs to be done, but it is a platform that it's a platform for the Montego Bay Fishermen's Cooperative to use. We can start generating its own income to start that process.
From this venture, we form a group named the Western Pride Bee Farmers. And this is the name you will see from this over the world. Marketing honey and selling honey from Jamaica to other countries.
Beekeeping, you put it somewhere and you just want to know about it. Start it in your backyard, it's all anywhere. You can take a vacation while your bees is still working, because beekeeping is like you have a factory and some workers and you manage it properly and then you will just get there. And you can actually educate yourself, you can do a next job and you can do something while you're still a bee farm. Bees help to pollinate whoever farms. So if there's a farm, anybody putting up any farming like mangoes and any other tree, the bee helps to pollinate it. So the bee farming help in pollination. Instead of you depend on wind, the bees will actually do the pollination for you. So if you plant pumpkin and if there's no bees, you have less pumpkin, less melon, less anything. So instead of you depending on flies or other insects, and you have abundant bees abundant, then you'll get a whole host of fruits and others.
We certainly do need a lot more help, but I think we should also find time to say thanks to the government of Jamaica, National Environment and Planning Agency, the European Union and the United Nations Environment Programme and other partners for assisting us in this way, and we're looking forward for greater support as we go by.
The seeds have been sown and the future looks bright. Thanks to NEPA, the European Union, and the many Jamaicans who've made adjustments in their lives as they realize they have to adapt, do things differently to counter the harsh reality of climate change. And this is just the beginning.
Our beach is constant.